Hello friends, I am Srikant Ganvir. I am currently working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Ancient Indian History, Culture and Archaeology, Deccan College, Postgraduate and Research Institute, deemed to be University, Pune. I will be talking about the Buddhist sites at Thotlakonda, Bavikonda and Paurulakonda in Andhra Pradesh. The objective of this module is to present an introduction to three Buddhist sites located in Andhra Pradesh, that is Thotlakonda, Bavikonda and Paurulakonda, and their architecture features. This module also aims at providing an outline of a few Buddhist monastic sites of South India. Located close to each other can be taken as a triad of Buddhist establishments to be covered in a day or two. From a tourist point of view, they are close to Vishakhapattanam, thus a visitor can stay there and avail of bus services or private cabs depending on the estimated budget of the individual. From a case study point of view, not only are these sites ascribed to the same time period, they may have had an inter-site connection too, as the three sites are visible to each other in a some way and share a similar geographic landscape. The plan and architecture style, the division of spaces and periods of development, pottery, coinage and many more things are similar, though some site specific differences can be identified. The Buddhist monastic establishment and their relations with the other nearby establishments, the influence and the similar things can be noted from a thoughtful observation of these three sites of coastal Andhra Pradesh. Now, I will be talking on Thotlakonda. Thotlakonda is located around 16 kilometers from Vishakhapattanam. This coastal site of Andhra Pradesh was first noticed during an aerial survey by Indian Navy and later on explored by Dr. V. Krishna Shastri, former Director, Department of Archaeology and Museums, then Government of Andhra Pradesh, and Dr. N. Mukunda Rao. Spread across an area approximately measuring 120 acres, it is located near streams like Peragadda and Enugula Vagu. The site was under occupation for several centuries from around 2nd 3rd century before Common Era up to the 2nd 3rd century of Common Era and passed through at least 3 stages of development as identified during systematic archaeological excavations undertaken by Department of Archaeology and Museums, Government of Andhra Pradesh between 1987 and 1991. The region under discussion may have been a part of the Satavahan Empire or Kalinga Empire or a buffer zone which was important for both of them. At its apex stage of development, the Buddhist establishment at Thotlakonda may have been an elaborate one consisting of the main stupa, circular chaityas, courtyard, viharas, votive stupas, refectory, storerooms, cisterns, pillared halls. The floors of most of the places were plastered with live Chandrashila or moonstones were placed at the entrance of doors. Decorated stucco, of which very few remains can be identified, would have adorned the walls. In most places, wooden posts or pillars may have supported the terracotta tiles which may have acted as the roof for the superstructure. Professor Lars Fogelin, through his in-depth study of this site, has identified 3 specific areas in the establishment at Thotlakonda along with Bavikonda, cloister, ritual area and refectory. He has also suggested that the monks and the laity living at foothills may have had a mutual relationship based on rituals and their authority over performance of these rituals. The donations for this Buddhist establishment may have probably come from the laity and the sea traders, though no clear inscriptional evidence is found to support the latter. The first area, called the cloister, was the residential area of the monks. At its center was a pillar hall supported by 64 pillars in a grid of 8 into 8. This hall was surrounded on three sides by viharas built of bricks, probably with the roof sloping towards the back wall. The cells, remains of 67 such were found in total, were small in dimensions, measuring approximately 2.5 into 2.5 meters each. This can only be occupied by a single monk, bringing the monastic capacity of this establishment around the same figure, which would have been around 15 during the first phase of the early centuries. Out of these 67 cells, some may have been used as a storeroom or may not have been occupied for some other reasons. We will try to look at the structures individually. The first structure which I am going to discuss is the pillared hall, also known as a Silamandapa. The hall measured 23.5 into 23.5 meters. The columns measured 4.25 meters, made of khondolite, a local variety of basalt which gets eroded easily compared to its stronger versions found in Maharashtra. The hall may have been used for delivering religious sermons and instructions or for ceremonies, specially meant for the monastic community. This pillared hall had a raised platform at the center, which may have been meant for the head monk or monks to occupy, from where the others imparted knowledge of the Buddhist tenets. Although technically there exists no hierarchy in the Buddhist Sangha as such, it seems that the seniority based on the number of years after initiation into the monastic life, also called upasampada, may have been practiced, so the arrangement of seating may have been affected by this criterion of seniority, and the senior monk, the closer he may have been sitting to the central platform. The columns revealed evidence of sockets which may have been used to attach wooden planks to form a roof. The brick platform at the center measured 2.4 into 2 meters, a brief discussion of which has already been done above. As per the report of Department of Archaeology and Museums, Government of Andhra Pradesh, this hall may have been used for Uposatha ceremony, generally held on the 14th or 15th day of the month, when a complete assembly of monks would have assembled for recitation of Patimokha, a part of Vinay Pitak. Now, let us move to circular Chaityagrahas. As we know, Chaityagrahas are a places of veneration to the stupa or the images of the Buddhas. As we know, Chaityagrahas are the places of veneration, especially either of stupa or image of the Buddha. There are two circular Chaityas in the northwestern direction of the pillared hall. Both of the Chaityas have not preserved the central object of veneration, but it is considered in the relation to the time period that they may have housed stupas. The smaller Chaitya has a one entrance, whereas the other one has two entrances. One of these entrances opens outside the establishment area and the other opens inside the cloister. This arrangement is supposed to mark the transitional space between the secular and sacred world. The cloister surrounding the pillared hall is bordered by a railing to the north side. Only a few fragments of the columns have survived. This railing would have been restricted the entry of laity into the center cloister, which was the space inhabited by the monastic community. This railing, as per Professor Lars Fogelin, acted as a division marker for various spaces such as ritual space, cloister, refectory.